Okay, it's saying I'm actually live. I have no idea. I don't believe I'm live yet, but we'll see. The world always full of surprises. So yes, I am live. So actually, I've come on and I've started a little bit early because I can't work it out. I'm getting all these weird signals from different places. So hopefully, it is actually live. I'm just going to do a bit of a sound check. If you can come on, any guys who are on at the moment, if you can let me know that you can hear me. Okay, hello Miss Bilby. Can you please let me know that I can be heard? Yeah, okay. I'm just going to run I might get a bit of background noise here. I just want to. You guys who are on. Okay, cool. So I do believe that you are getting audio. So I'm just going to wait a minute or two because I said I did actually hit the button to start this a little bit earlier than expected. So we'll just wait for some more people to roll in, and then we'll get this show on the road. It's not telling me how many people. Okay, here we go. It's actually telling me how many people are on. Cool. My stream status is okay. So I think I'm going to try to do this in HD because before it was when I was doing my testing, it said that my stream status was bad, which was very confusing considering the fact that I'm now on NBN and have amazingly fast internet speed. So who knows, might be school holidays or whatever. But hello and welcome. We'll get this show on the road. Well, we'll get the show on the road in a minute, okay? Because I did say we're going to start at 7:30, so I don't want to jump ahead and get on and upset anybody along the way. Okay. Very good. This is all new to me. I mean, it's exciting times. It's great. It's great to have all this technology, but sometimes it can be really crazy as well. And I had no idea. I've got things counting down and things counting up, and I've got no idea what's going on. So anyway, I do believe that we should be roundabout going live right now. Okay, so now we're actually really and truly live, and I can actually see comments and I can see views, and we're away to go. So hello and welcome. Hello and welcome. This is really, really exciting stuff that I'm going to be bringing you. It's stuff that I'm sure you haven't seen a lot of before because this is really dynamic, it's disruptive, it's groundbreaking. We're bringing you something really, really new and fresh, and something that works. This system that I'm going to be talking to you about has been initially put together by somebody who used to be the #1 funnel builder at ClickFunnels. He was there for 2 years. Now he's since left ClickFunnels to build his network marketing business, and he also charges upwards of $50,000 to $100,000 to build funnels. So some of the funnels he builds are quite out there, but as you'll see through what I'll be sharing with you, it's not really rocket science. But talking, what's that? Whenever YouTube tells me that I've got problems, it always takes me to Telstra. I'm not with Telstra. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, no, I'm not with Telstra anymore either. I'm with Vodafone. Everything. I don't have any Telstra accounts anymore. Okay, so let's get this show on the road with something, a little bit of a graphic to get us started with a bit of a launch. I love that video. Okay, guys, so basically this is what it's going to be happening. So right from the outset, I am not going to be pitching you anything. Now, sometimes you come along to these trainings and it's all about selling stuff at the end. Like they give you a little bit of information for half an hour, then they spend the next however long pitching you. this ain't going to be it, okay? We're not going to be doing that to you at all. This is purely informative. At the end, for sure, you know, you're more than welcome to contact me to work, you know, if you want any more advice, but I'm definitely going to try to sell you anything. And I'm also not even going to try to sell you on ClickFunnels. I'll explain that to you a little bit further on, because what I've seen people trying to launch these funnels is it's great if you're an IT expert, but people just starting out I find it a little bit difficult. So there's actually a better system and it's cheaper, right? So I'll be sharing that with you throughout the broadcast as well. Okay, so no pitch, right? So don't say, oh my goodness, I better watch my wallet because he's going to ask for money at the end. No. This is just sharing. This is education. This is bringing you something exciting, something that I believe we can all benefit from in the network marketing field, to actually bring our business online and you know, start making money legitimately. I've got all these weird, wonderful graphics. Like I've got to remember to run them, because if I do this, look at that. So if you want to subscribe to my channel, get more free training, that sort of stuff, please do. You gotta love these wonderful motion graphics, eh? Crazy. Okay, so basically that's it. So just for a minute, just imagine where your business, what your business is going to look like, you know, 3, 6, 12 months from now, if you actually had people coming to you to apply to join your downline. Okay, that you're not going out there hitting people over the head and dragging them, talking to everybody that breathes and trying to pressure people in, and people going, oh, it's a pyramid scheme. I sound like pyramid selling. Like, come on, it's hard enough to flip a house. Have you actually ever tried to sell a pyramid? Come on, let's get serious about this, right? So just think about it. Just look 3, 6, 12 months into the future, where after you've been getting 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 100 applications from people all around the world to join your downline, right? And obviously you're not going to accept them all. They're not all going to be a good fit, but that really streamlines your time. This is all about leveraging your time, because now all of a sudden you're only talking to people who are interested in your business. You're only looking for people who are interested in a business opportunity. You're not out there, no, yes. No, yes, right? That takes a lot of time, right? So now we're going to give you some time freedom, and we're going to bring people in who are seriously looking. So so if you're looking for that, you're in the right place. Now, okay. So also, who is this training for? Well, it doesn't matter where you are in your business, right? You could be on the fence. You may not even join an MLM yet. You may not be convinced. You may not think it's for you. You may not think that you've got the ability to build. You may not think you know enough people. And goodness knows you don't want to go out there and smash your family and friends over the head. If that's you, you're in the right place. If you've been building MLM for a while and you feel you're a little bit stuck and you're having trouble moving forward, you've run out of people to contact, you're in the right place. And if you're a veteran, right, I know for a fact, and probably a lot of people on this call will also know for a fact, that there is a very high profile builder who has reportedly got the biggest network marketing network out of anybody in the world, whose volume through her network in 2018 was $1 billion. That's a billion, right? Which is more than a lot of other network companies actually make in total, right? And she's doing this. Why? Because she wants to make it easy for her team. You know, she wants to bring the online in with the organic stuff. Okay, so it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter whether you're just starting out or haven't even started yet, in the middle and stuck, or way up the top, right? It doesn't matter where you are. You can benefit from this, right? But who's it not for, right? It's not for those who want a magic bullet. It's not for those who think this is a set and forget. It's not for those who think, I'm just going to put this thing up on the internet and it's going to go to sleep and it's going to make me lots of money with a magic button or an easy button, right? It's not that at all, right? It doesn't matter what you're doing. If anything, if you're going to succeed, especially in network marketing, it is reward for effort. And there's effort involved. There is work involved. Don't doubt for a minute that it's feed up having drinking beers and eating cookies and having everything flow to you. It's not like that at all. Okay, so if you're not interested in doing any work at all, not good. And the other thing too is, look, there are some MLMs who still don't let you do stuff online. There's some MLMs who won't even let you do social media posts, right? So if you're already in an MLM, you've got to check with them, right, to make sure that you're actually allowed to do this stuff online. Otherwise, you might get your account shut down. Okay, so that's that. Now the other thing too is that I haven't actually created a PowerPoint for you, because I thought if I was going to bring you something new and fresh and exciting and disruptive, why don't I do something similar in my presentation for you? Okay, so what I've done is I've gathered bits and pieces of material around the place. I'm going to flash things up on the screen and do all sorts of weird and wonderful things. Okay, so I want this to be sort of like a more dynamic session. Excuse me, goodness gracious me, I'm having all sorts of heartburn problems. Must be all those medications I'm on. Anyway, so a little bit about me. I have been probably in more network marketing companies than I've had jobs. I've been involved with network marketing since my late teens, probably since I was old enough to join a network marketing company. I think the very first network marketing company I joined was actually a perfume. Dodgy, smelt really bad, but I was a bloke, so I didn't know. Got talked into it once again by a friend. Didn't last too long in that, didn't sell any, obviously. I joined the famous Amway 3 times, twice under my ex-brother-in-law and once under somebody else. I didn't learn the first time. I've been in, I said, lots and lots of different MLMs throughout my life. Settled on one in 2011. Started building that. It was quite dynamic. Then things changed in life, and things just. I got slack. I walked away. It got tough. So I'm not sitting here being the angel going, no, follow my lead. I'm marvelous. I'm just fortunate to have support of some very, very special people and some very big hitters when it comes to MLM that work closely with me, who keep on kicking me up the bum and keep me moving forward, right? So I'm not here as an MLM expert by any sense, but I have been involved in MLM, and I said I have built quite big teams. But I am here as a marketing / IT person, as somebody with a vision who thinks outside the box. In fact, I don't even have a box, right? I destroyed the box years ago, right? I think boxes are too restrictive, right? So I don't even think outside the box. I just kick the box to the curb. So I've got a vision. I can recognize things. I can see big things happening, and I say, look, when the person whose network volume in 2018 was $1 billion, and they see this as being a big thing, right? It's a big thing. So that's me. I'm not going to be telling you how to run your business. I'm just going to show you how to actually get past those roadblocks and hurdles. This is the issue that I had. I started off going great guns, filling home meetings, and my sign up rate was out of this world, and I built to elite in the MLM I'm in. I built to elite rather quickly, and then I hit a few roadblocks. Firstly, my story I can't really tell anymore because it's controversial, because it was about my son and what I was doing with him when he was very, very sick, and I can't talk about that anymore because of the FDA and that sort of stuff. So I've sort of lost my origin story. But when I was telling those stories in those presentations, it was very, very passionate and it was very, very moving. And I picked people up and I just pulled them along behind me with pure emotion, and they just couldn't wait to sign up and be part of the magic that these particular products were doing. The other thing too is that you will notice that during this training, I'm not going to be mentioning any MLM names. I want this to be totally generic, right? So this isn't how to build XYZ business or how to build ABC business, right? This is how to build a network marketing business online if your network marketing company allows you to do it. Okay, so that's why even in some of the images I bring up, things are blurred out. And that's not because I don't want to give credit where credit's due. It's just that, number one, I don't want to be prejudiced towards any one MLM or another. And number two, I don't want you going off and Googling, right, while I'm trying to show you something super good, right? So that's the other thing. So let's look at the problem, right? The problem as it stands now, right, is the old way that MLM has been done is by approaching friends and family. And if that wasn't bad enough, what usually results in that is that they feel obliged or pressured to join, or they just join because they want to help you out, right? They're not joining because they have got the same passion or vision for the business or the same passion for the product. So they very rarely become loyal customers, or they very rarely become builders. Look, it does happen, right? It does happen. I've got friends who have built and family members who have become loyal customers and have built as well. But the point is that sometimes the initial motivation is more because they feel obliged or because they just want to help you out. Okay. Then the problem is that once you have run through your list of family and friends, who do you talk to next? And I think the old way, look, the point is that the way that MLM is done traditionally is antiquated. It's like it's like a TV ad, right? You can't target an audience with a TV ad. You can sort of reduce it a bit, but depending on what time of day and what channel, you can sort of almost hit something, but you can't laser focus an audience and target an audience on a TV ad. And so basically in the early days of MLM, of network marketing, they didn't have these amazing ways now to actually just laser focus and put your message in front of people who are actually interested. Like, what would you rather do? Go around and talk to 1,000 people and annoy everybody and think, oh, here comes Tim. Oh, let's just turn the other way and think and pretend we didn't see him, or just want to put your message out there right in front of somebody who is looking right now for a business opportunity or looking for a product to help them with a problem, right? And that's the opportunity that we've got, and we've got to do it the right way. And I said there is a right way. And so what I'm going to be showing you today has got nothing to do, like there's been people trying to build online, the MLM online in the past. This is totally different. This is new. Okay. The other thing too, the other thing we're pushing uphill is that in the past a lot of MLMs have been built by deceit. And what I mean is that somebody's, they invite you over for dinner or whatever, and then after dinner, like it all gets really uncomfortable in the hush, and the wife starts clearing away the plates, and the guy starts shifting uncomfortably in his seat. Then he starts pulling out this piece of paper and he starts drawing all these circles. And you say, oh, hang on a minute, look, I've seen this before. This is XYZ. He goes, oh, no, it's not this company. No, it's not. And they make you sit through another 10, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And they go, and it's XYZ. I'm going, you're kidding me. Come on. I just said 20 minutes ago that that's what it was, and I'm not interested. All right. So we have got to repair, right? We've got to repair that. I've just got some notes here. I'm not being rude. Just as I said, I don't have a PowerPoint to run off. I've just got all this other stuff I want to share with you. And of course, if you find yourself having to sell people on the concept of MLM before you can sell them on the product or the business, that's a lot of hard work too, right? That's a lot of hard work to try to sell them on something that they've got a very negative connotation of before we can even get them to the positive side. So leave those guys for later on when you've got time. But at the moment, why don't you just concentrate on what works? Because I'm going to show you now. I'm going to show you now that MLM in itself is an amazing vehicle, and it's being backed by some of the biggest names in business. So I can do this. Now that's just covered my screen. I'm having all sorts of joy here. And I'm going to do this. And I'll hopefully give it a minute or so. Oh, man. Here we go. See, I don't even know how to drive Max. So let's come up here. So this is a slide deck. This is a slide deck of a company called SlideShare. I think it's owned by LinkedIn, and this guy Gordon Attard put this slide deck together about people who endorse network marketing, right? Is there a picture-in-picture there blocking that? Just bear with me, guys. I'm for a computer expert, I'm pretty new at this. Yeah, picture in picture. I'll get rid of picture in picture. Okay, right. So basically, who endorses network marketing? So there'll be some names here that you'll recognize. Number one, Bill Gates. Okay, Bill Gates. He says, if I would be given a chance to start all over again, I would choose network marketing. Billionaire. Billionaire, and this guy is saying, I do network marketing every day of the week. Ex-President Clinton says you strengthen our country and our economy, not just by striving for your own success, but by offering the opportunity to others. Your industry gives people a chance, after all, to make the most of their lives. To me, it's the heart of the American dream. Because as you're saying, you're not going to succeed in network marketing unless you help others succeed. Okay? Who's this dude? Right? I've got all these windows in my way here. Harry Dent, right? The advantage of network marketing, ease of entry, low risk, so basically, network marketing is an amazing opportunity because there is this low barrier of entry. Okay, so it's a really great thing. And we go through here, and there's all these big names, right? All these names, Robert, whatever his name is, Kiyosaki, all these people endorsing network marketing. See this guy, who's this guy? Warren Buffett, undoubtedly the most brilliant investor of modern times. And he says that network marketing is the best investment he's ever made. Warren Buffett. I mean, would you trust your money, like if you gave him your life savings, would you trust that man with your money? And he's saying he reckons network marketing is the best investment he's ever made. And this guy, Trumpy, Donald Trump, if I was starting out today, I would make millions in network marketing industry. Okay? So, and the list goes on and on and on of these high profile, very successful, very respected business people saying that network marketing is a great vehicle. So the point is that it's not the vehicle that's the problem. Okay? Let's get that straight from the start. Okay? It's not the vehicle that's the problem. It's the way that people have driven it. It's the way that people have approached it. So that's what's given it its bad name. The vehicle is sound, it's viable, and we know that it makes people money. I personally know millionaires and multimillionaires who have made their money from network marketing. Okay, so the vehicle is sound. We just got to use it with respect. Okay, it's like a beautiful shiny Harley Davidson, an amazing machine, right? Fantastic machine, a beautiful vehicle. You put like a Hell's Angel gangster bikey outlaw on the back of that bike, and the whole thing changes perspective, right? So this is what we're talking about. It's the people inside the business that have given it a bad name, not the actual business itself. So just always remember that. Okay. So MLM is not the problem. It's how it's been addressed in the past. So the solution. Let's start talking about the solution. Let's keep on moving forward here because I don't want to have you here all night. I want to sort of just hit this really sharp, and we're going for 20 minutes. The solution is, instead of going out there and checking if somebody's got a pulse, and then if they're a pulse, they're a prospect. You're breathing? Good. Look at this, right? Instead of doing that, why don't you put your offer, your business or your product in front of people who are actually interested, right? And we've got ways now to do that via the internet and very affordably, right? You don't have to spend, if you're spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on marketing, you're doing it wrong. And not part of this training, but in other trainings, I will show you actually how to actually get momentum for free and how to start to build your audience for free. And then once again, only target those people who have shown interest by watching your videos and sort of stuff on YouTube, and then only targeting them with your offer and that sort of stuff, right? Exciting stuff. Now, here's the thing. And I want you to remember this. If you take nothing else away from what I'm telling you tonight, please, I want you to remember this. For every solution, right? Every solution creates another problem or a challenge, right? So every time you come up with a solution for something, you automatically create another problem or challenge. And you think about it, right? Say you sign somebody up to use your MLM product. Okay, so you give them a solution, but now you've also given them a challenge, another problem, because now they've got to learn how to use it effectively and when to use it and the safe way to use it. So you've got to educate them. Say you sign somebody up to be a builder in your business. You've just created another problem for them because now they've got to learn everything about the business, the compensation plan, what they can do, what they can't do, what compliance is, blah, 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 right? So remember, because when you master this and take this approach to everything you do, because things are going to start to slot into place pretty quickly now, right? But what I'm saying is that as long as you realize that every solution creates another problem or another challenge, then you will be well positioned to become unique. Because this is a problem that you face in a network marketing company. There are thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions, depending on which company you're in, selling exactly the same product. It's like selling milk, right? And if you were just there offering just that one thing, just offering that product or offering to join as a builder, then people say, why should I join with you and not Fred? Or why should I join with you and not Tracy? Tracy is far more attractive than you, Tim. So why would I want to, what's the benefit? Because at the end of the day, I'm getting exactly the same package, right? So the idea is, and this is what makes what we're going to be talking about here very, very different, is because you are not going to just give them enroll them into your business. You are actually going to package up a solution for them. You are going to give them stuff leading in, and then when they are in, you're going to set them up with a care package. Okay? So just remember that. Because the other thing too is that we can say, okay, we're going to set you up online to attract people into your business. But social media platforms like Facebook and Google, they hate network marketing. So if you run an ad from your Facebook page to a recruiting page or to a page selling network marketing, they'll shut you down, right? They hate network marketing. Google has got this issue with things like your money or your life. So anything to do with health or making money online, Google hates it, right? So you've got to play within those rules. So I said, I've offered you an auto recruiting funnel. I'm going to walk you through that a little bit later in the presentation. But the point is that's the end result, and people don't actually get sent to that directly from social media. They get sent to that once they've entered your system and you've provided value and you got to know them and they've got to know you and they've got to trust you and saying, this guy is really good. Not only does he know what he's doing, but he's here to help me and I trust him and I've got a good relationship with him. So let's move on. Let's move forward. If you have this auto recruiting funnel, which works really, really well, right? As long as people know you, because if you have this auto recruiting funnel and then you send somebody straight from somewhere to the auto recruiting funnel, I don't even know you. That's like asking them to marry you before you've even been on a date with them. They don't know you. Why the hell should they join up with you? That's a big commitment. So you've got to take them. You've got to go on a dance. You've got to have a dance with them, and you've got to provide value and show them that you are suitable and that you are going to be a good upline for them. Okay. So basically, what we're going to do is we've got to bridge. We've got to have a bridge. So we've got to have something that we can send people to from Facebook that Facebook's not going to get upset about, that answers a problem, addresses a problem, and then points them towards a solution. Okay, that's what we call a bridge page. And you may have heard things like lead magnets or whatever, and I'll talk about that shortly. Okay, so you've got to have a point of difference because, as they say in Blue Ocean Strategy, if people perceive something to be the same, they're just going to make a decision based on price. And if there's no price, they're just going to make a decision on, well, it doesn't matter who I go with, I'm going to get the same thing, right? So you've got to position yourself as being greater value than somebody else. And this is how you go about it. Okay, so you got to create an offer. And Steve, and I'm not going to mention any last name because I don't want you running off and Googling. Like, if you want to know all this information, you can send me an email and I'll send you all this information back, right? But I don't want you running from Googling. But Steve He's changing the face of MLM marketing. He's being very disruptive, bringing these new, very intuitive, some very great marketing skills. He's actually bringing the marketing back into MLM. Okay. And as I said, once again, Teresa, amazing businesswoman. I think she's the second distributor in her particular MLM. Her network volume for 2018, $1 billion. Millions of people all around the world in her downline reported had the biggest downline in any MLM of anybody in the world, right? I said, like, her network income is more than a lot of MLMs put together, right? So these people are involved in this. And the idea is that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. So I'm just going to show you, once again, I'm going to flick over. Right. Okay. So once again, this is the basis of the funnel that I'm giving you as well. And hit my share screen. So this is the funnel page that Steve has made up, and he's saying, I'm building an invite-only download of real marketers. There's a 18-minute testimonial video, and then he's got some more text there. Get onto the right page, and then as we scroll down the list, you see that as you can see, he's not just saying join my downline, right? He's saying when you join my downline, you get this. Now he's actually building value. He's building an offer. He's setting himself apart from the other people who are in the same MLM as he is. And down here, he puts a value on it, but he says you get all that for free if we accept you into our business. And then he goes on to show more proof. Now here, he said he goes a bit overboard with his funnel design. He's pretty groovy at it. So he's actually extracting specific information out of the online application form. Obviously he's not showing all the information from the online application form, but he's actually showing information coming through his actual online application process, just to prove that yes, people are applying. This is real. So that's showing proof. Down here, then he's got video testimonials. So if that doesn't convince you, then maybe this will. And then it's not convincing. Now he's got written testimonials. So what he's doing is he's just showing you, right? So it just goes on and on and on, right? So that's Steve's funnel, right? Now I'm going to show you Teresa's. Okay, this is Teresa's, and she's saying that she's building a invite-only download of marketers, real marketers, and if you're accepted, and click here to join my downline, and this is what you get if you join in. And are you seeing something similar here? Are you seeing a bit of a pattern? Still not convinced, right? And I'm not saying, oh, dear me, this is so bad. No, Teresa's copied Steve. What I'm saying is that this should be encouraging to you. You should be encouraged by the fact that you don't have to go out there and I think this is the one. You don't have to go out there and reinvent the wheel. So let's look at these two side by side. Okay, so we've got Steve's on the left and Teresa's on the right, and they look pretty much the same, don't they? Right. So what I'm saying is that you don't have to go out there and start from scratch. Obviously, there are points of difference, but a lot of this wording is identical. The wording on the buttons are identical. The subheadlines are identical. The headlines are identical. Her offer's probably slightly different, but even right down to the value, right? She hasn't put on as much. She's got plenty of proof there, right? But she probably hasn't put on as much. So that's the first page of the auto recruiting funnel. But as you can see, two totally different businesses, two totally different people, same looking funnel, right? So what I'm saying is this something that should encourage you, that you don't have to go out there and reinvent the wheel, right? One of the good things about ClickFunnels is that we can have these things called share funnels, where you can have a funnel built, and then you can just click a button, and it will automatically load that funnel into your ClickFunnels account, and you can just modify it up the way it is. As I said, found something that's probably better than ClickFunnels. It's cheaper, and as I said, what I've been looking at is that people coming in who aren't really tech savvy are getting really lost in ClickFunnels because it's quite complex. So this other system, it's newbie friendly, and the point is that you can also share funnels, but you can share them in a way with auto tags that the person doesn't even have to edit it. It will just automatically fill out their, change their name and change their links and that sort of stuff without them even editing, and all the emailing is all built in and that sort of stuff. So that's a different system. And if you're interested in, I've only just really finished my research on that this afternoon. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Okay. And once again, the other thing too, guys, is if you are enjoying this. If you are enjoying this training, please like it, and if you want to catch up on further training, please subscribe and click the little bell to get notified. Okay, I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm here to educate. Right. Okay. So there we go. Now I want to see if I can do something else. I want to see if I can get really funky with it here. I haven't done this before. Said he. So I want to oh man, let's get some tech happening here, and move this down here so I can actually share my screen. And share this up here. Guys, now hopefully you can actually see, I guess I've got all these little windows all over the place. I can barely see anything. All the stuff's getting in my way. It's in my way. Anyway, we'll get over that. We'll get over that. Okay, so hopefully you'll see the screen, because being an ex-teacher, I do like to talk and talk. So I want to talk to you about, because before I said that we can't just drop people onto a page about our MLM, because Facebook will get really upset about that. So we've got to sort of break our system up into the back end. And I was playing with this the other day actually, and I found I'm a left-hander, and I can even smudge electronically as well, which I think is absolutely amazing. Like, you can't get much more high tech where you can actually smudge. Okay, so back end, front end. So your auto recruiting funnel is the back end funnel. You never send anybody directly to that from Facebook or anything like that. Okay, that is a back end funnel, and they don't get to see that until they've been in your system. So what are we going to do front end wise? Well, as I said, we can't drop somebody onto the page promoting our MLM straight away. So we've actually got to give them some interesting information. I don't know whether I still got this. Okay, so this is what I'm creating. I don't know whether you can actually see. You probably can't see that because I'm sharing my screen. Okay, I'll show you that later. I'm creating an information report for people on how to create, how to set up on the internet. And guess what I'm using for the content of this? I'm going to be using a lot of the information I've been sharing with you tonight on this class. I'm going to be having this transcribed and put into a PDF form which people can download, right? So basically, let's say your product, oh there you go, you can actually see it, okay? So anyway, so let's say that your front end, what you can do is say you're selling something that helps with specific health issues. And once again, you've got to be very careful with compliance. This is the thing too, like the MLM companies that allow you to do online marketing and that sort of stuff, still put all your stuff through the compliance department, right? The lead magnets that you write, the pages that you design, that sort of stuff, send them to compliance and get them to tick off. They might get you to change something, they might say no, they might say whatever. But as long as you get all ticked off by compliance, then you're not going to be picked on. And I know all about being picked on. Not that I feel, targeted or anything. So let's look at a couple of different ways. So say you make up a special report on how your product helps somebody with something, right? And in order for that person to get that report, all they need to do is give you their name and email address. I usually like to get the phone number as well. Siri, go away. Phone number. Right, and what that will happen then is that will then put them into what we call an email sequence, right? So they'll start getting emails at set times, right? Like the first email will be, "Did you get your download? Here it is again." Right. So they're going to get. So this is the relationship building side of what's going on. From here, once they put in their email address, you can take them to a page going, "Thank you. Your report is being sent to you as we type. But while you wait, wouldn't you look? How about looking at this particular product, right? So now you might be able to hot link to one of your products and suggest that then that might be like a $30 product or whatever, okay? And now all of a sudden, you are starting to make money from your funnel. Not everybody's going to take that $30 offer, right? But some will. And so say it's a digestive issue problem, so you might give them something that is going to help with digestive issue. And then you can go to what we call another upsell, and that could be a more complete digestive repair kit, right? And that could be $80, right? So all of a sudden now you've got the possibility to make $110 if somebody buys those. You've got the option to make some money, which will more than cover your ad cost. But more importantly, you've got their name and email address and phone number. So now you can actually connect with them, and once again, you got to put them in an email sequence. That email sequence isn't going to be selling them. Like the first email is going to be saying, "Hey, did you get the download? If you missed the link, here it is again." The second email, you're going to start to talk about yourself. What got you involved in the product? Your story. Like stories sell, right? So what was your experience, and why are you recommending? And then probably every fourth or fifth email you send them, you can then offer them another product. And then this email sequence, if you build this email sequence out, you could build this email sequence out to a year. Right, and they could be getting one email off you every couple of days or once a week or whatever for a year. And once again, you're mixing it up with providing them with some really, really good information. So you want to make it so that whenever they see your email in their inbox, they want to open it up and read it. Right? You want the stuff to be that good they look forward to seeing it. And then every now and again, you can put an offer in there. Okay, so that's one way. So that's sort of no money on the front end. That's just purely getting email address and that sort of stuff. All right, but as you can see, we haven't even spoken about the back end yet. Okay, so here's another option. You can have a report. Pick a pen, Tim. Right, so you can have a report. And you can say, if you want this report, it's going to cost you $7. Because this has got some really, really good juicy information. So now this is what we call a tripwire, okay? And then they say, okay, I want that. I'll take that $7 because that is actually really, really good value. Like this book is usually worth $20 or $27. Here I can get it for $7. So that's really good value. And so then when they're filling out their name and credit card information, their email address, because that's how you're going to get their email address, you can also put on what we call a bump. And so here, like the bump is usually between say $27 and $37. And the bump can be, okay, well here's the book, but look, if you want the audio, so you can listen to it in the car or whatever, then you can get the audio for just an extra $27. So now all of a sudden they can just add that on by ticking a box. It's called an order bump. You've no doubt seen it if you've ever shopped online, right? And then you can take them to an upsell after that and saying, okay, well, look, that's great. Now you've got your book and you've got your audio, whatever. But I've also got this 5-week video course, and it's X amount of dollars. So usually then the upsell can be, because you don't want to sticker shock them. No, you don't want to take them from here to $1,000, right? But now you can know for your upsell for 97, between 97 and 197. Now look, not everybody's going to take the bump, and not everybody's going to take the upsell, right? But enough are. Like, you usually find that if you put a really good order, if you put a really good offer together, and we come back to that point that every solution creates another problem, right? So that if you can identify the problem that your $7 solution creates, then that's either going to be your bump or your upsell. So you're actually going to be solving that problem. Do you understand? It's very, very powerful. It's very, very powerful. All right. So then, okay. So all of a sudden, $7. That's going to probably be break even. Like if you were paying for a serious amount of ads, that's going to pay for your ads. And then a percentage, maybe depending on the offer here, maybe 20% will take the bump, and maybe between 1 and 5% will take the upsell. But it will actually be a money making option for you. This one could be the offer saying like how to build MLM, right? So they buy this great resource on how to build your downline online, $7, absolute steal. Get the audio version, $27. I'll even sell them the recording of this training I'm doing tonight for $97, right? And then from here, once again, they're going to come into an email sequence, right? Right, so that's going to be delivering your book and that sort of stuff. This is going to be introduction about me. This is going to be so talking about here, right? And as you're building this relationship, one of these emails are going to say, hey, listen, I know you're in MLM or interested in becoming an MLM and building online, and you've got all this stuff. Have you ever, would you like to join my downline? And then you can, it's just through the emails, you push them up to your auto recruiting funnel, right? Because now you've sort of identified them through your communications as being somebody who's interested, but definitely you don't put that auto recruiting funnel on the front end. Okay, does that make sense? I mean, this is pretty clear stuff. So I want to talk about, just before I finish the chalk and talk, I want to talk about something called a value ladder, and you may or may not have heard about this before. But this is something that you're going to see a lot of people doing, right? So here can be your free, like your freemium, or your what we call your tripwire, right? So your tripwire is a very low cost of entry, like your $7. Psychologically, what we're happening here, we're charging a very sort of impulse amount of money. Like nobody's going to worry about spending $7, but now they've got their credit card out. Now they've actually become a buyer, okay? And then we spoke about a bump, being whatever, and then we're talking about the next one up the right. And as we ascend, some of these people will come with us, some of them won't. You might go, okay, you've identified another problem. You've given them the training and you give them the recruiting funnel, but now they might need Facebook training. So you organise to get a Facebook training, and you're going to sell that for $297. And then you go, okay, bots are huge. Okay, that's going to be another $297. Then up here, I'm going to do a whole course. I'm going to do a whole course from beginning to end, all about everything you need to know about building your business online, and that's a $997 course, right? That's what we call the value ladder, right? So basically, what we're doing in the initial stages is that we're only introducing them to this part of the value ladder as part of our front end. So we're only sort of introducing them to here, as far as the landing page, the tripwire, the bump, and the upsell. Through our emails and that sort of stuff. Now, through the further communication, once we've got once we've got our reputation built with these people and they're learning to trust us, and we're hearing questions, we're getting questions, we can actually start building all this other stuff. Then through emails, we're going to invite them to these other offers. Okay. Once again, we don't drop them straight onto these offers. Okay. And just one really other quick thing before I get rid of the chalk and talkie is bots are really going off. Like people's response rate to bots is over and above emails. People are just getting bombarded. Like I looked at this morning, I had something like over 12,000 unopened emails in one of my accounts, and I've got about 16 email accounts with all my different businesses, right? And I think we look at email. If you look at email, you'd be lucky to get, say, a 20% open rate and like a 5% click-through rate, right? That's if you have a really good subject line and a really good offer. Sometimes you get up to 30%. Like 30% is stellar, right, for email. Bots, on the other hand, people's open rate on bots is between 80 to 90%. And their click-through rates are once again up there 60 plus, 60% plus. So if email is sort of on its way out, here's the other way that you do it, right? Just very quickly. When you have your offer here, right, and you say, here's my free book, or my free audio, or my free something. Give me your name, email address, and phone number. Right? So now they're coming into your email sequence here. On the thank you page, you go, great stuff, thank you. Or even here, like what I generally do is on this page is underneath the submit, and I never call it a submit button. Right, but underneath the button that says, okay, send me my freebie, I'll say, your special report is going to be, delivered by our friendly messenger bot, right? And so when they hit submit, they actually don't go to a thank you page. They don't go to the thank you page. They actually go to the bot. Right, so they go to the bot, and they've got to go get started. And the bot says, "Congratulations, click here to get your download." But now what has also happened is now they've actually gone into a broadcast list. So when you're getting all those crazy messages through Facebook Messenger from all these different people and saying, "Click here and do this and do that," well, that's what you can do. And so you can actually start to build a broadcast list and an email list, right? Amazing stuff. So that's the end of the chalk and talk. Okay. Are you still with us, folks? Excellent. Okay, I know we're coming up to the hour. I don't want to sort of keep you too much longer. I just wanted to share with you another thing, because we're saying that that one of the problems that we face, and I should have brought this up in the chalk and talk, because saying there are funnels that you can build. So it's just saying, like, one of those funnels I was talking about as far as the free report, that would be a customer acquisition funnel, right? You could make a funnel up on training on how to use the products, and that could be a reactivation funnel. So that could be bringing people back who haven't been using the product for a while because they don't know how to use the product in all those different situations, right? So just very quickly, this is what we call an onboarding funnel. This one is by Steve, and basically this is a 30-day onboarding. What they do is they give the first 20 days to everybody, and this is like an auto recruiting funnel in disguise, because you'll see up here, up on the top line, it says join my downline. So here it's saying, no, this is about, and no, this is MLM specific. So this is about the MLM that Steve is actually a member of, that he's building. So he's talking about the onboarding process. He's talking about the specific MLM, how to use the products, how to build, how to this, right? But he gives 20 days to everybody. To get the next 10 days, you've actually got to be in his downline, right? So that's Steve's. Once again, now we'll bring up Teresa's. All right, so here's Teresa's. All right, it looks very, very similar, right? So I just blurred this out, so I don't want you rushing off Googling this and jumping around. But once again, same deal. So onboarding, so it's talking, and personally I believe that Teresa's done a better job at this than Steve has as far as the information, but then she's a guru when it comes to network marketing. So the information that she shares is much more solid, and she's probably had a lot more experience about the questions that people ask. So she does a very good job with this funnel. Same thing, 20 days for free. At the day 19 or day 18, they actually give you the recruiting funnel, which I'm going to show you in a minute. And then if you're in her group, you can get access to days 21 through 30, which give you more in-depth training. Okay, so once again, this is still sort of a, if I bring those up together, once again, very, very similar in like they just change colors, but the content is very, 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 very similar, and they both saying here, join my downline, how to get samples. They're both promoting podcasts. They're both promoting their Facebook groups. Okay, so Teresa hasn't gone out there and reinvented the wheel. She's had to go out and create a heap of content, a heap of videos, right? A heap of training, but she hasn't had to invent the concept, so to speak. Okay, so this is all like all we do is we just stand on the shoulders of giants who walk in front of us, right? Okay, so the last thing I want to take you through very quickly, and once again saying if you are actually enjoying this, if you're finding it useful, please like, and if you want to ensure that you don't miss out on future trainings and videos, please subscribe and hit that little bell, and you will get a notification. Okay, so just very quickly now, I want to take you through I want to explain. So here's the auto recruiting funnel. This is the funnel that you can get if you go to mlmentrepreneurs.com/funnel. This is what you can get dumped into your ClickFunnels account. As I said, I am building something better on a different platform, which is more newbie friendly and has a lot more stuff built in at a much cheaper price, which I think you guys are going to have a lot more fun using than ClickFunnels. But anyway, so once again, but what I've done here is I've actually changed the headline here from real marketers to real action takers, because I don't know about you, but you may not actually resonate with or identify with the term marketer. And I know many successful, if you ask Teresa or Michael or any of these guys who are they're absolutely crushing it, they probably wouldn't identify as marketers, but they're definitely action takers, and they actually work really, really hard, right? So I've just changed the headline there to action takers. You can change it whatever you like. Then I've also changed down here that is limited to 100 most dedicated and focused action takers, and apply for the remaining spot. How to join the downline, right? And then here, this is where you build your offer, right? So your amazing bonus number one. And what are the benefits? I said, come back to what I said before. Every solution creates a new problem or a new challenge. If you can identify the problems and challenges that each solution you present creates, then this is how you create your offer, because then you're breaking down those objections and that sort of stuff. This could be, once again, you could be here, like your amazing bonus number one could be the auto recruiting funnel, the onboarding funnel, the client acquisition funnel, the client training funnel, right? Bonus number two could be the membership to your online community. Bonus number 3 could be specialized training in Facebook and bots. And the point is, you don't have to do it yourself, right? You don't have to create all this yourself. You can find somebody who is a great bot expert or a great Facebook expert, and hopefully they're in your team or they're a friend or whatever. Get them to actually create the training for you, right? You don't have to create all this yourself, but what you want to do is you want to give the people the tools to help them succeed in building, right? Then you put whatever value in there and give them a chance. Like you'll see multiple buttons all the way down the page so that they don't have to scroll up to join. Here you're going to put your social proof in, right? Now social proof, if you say it, it might be true, right? I'm the greatest funnel builder on the face of the earth. I'm saying that, it might be true. Some might agree, some might not. If somebody else says it, it could be true. So if one of the persons says, yeah, Tim's actually really good, then it could be true. But if you get a lot of people saying that Tim's really good, then it must be true. So this is what social proof is all about. Okay, so you can say, and you could be telling the total honest truth, but while it's coming from you, it could be still seen as being biased, right? So this is where you need the social proof to come in. People are always worried about, will it work? So, okay, it's okay for you, Tim, you know all this internet stuff, so of course this is going to work for you, but I don't know anything about it, so it's not going to work for me. So you've got to come over that objection. A lot of time people object not because they don't believe you or they don't believe in the product or the vehicle. They don't believe that they have got the ability to do it. They don't believe that they have got the skill. That's what's holding them back. So you've got to overcome that objection as well. Okay, so that's page 1 of the funnel. Now the one that Steve built has actually got 5 pages. It actually goes to an NDA. I really can't see the value of an NDA. I think it's just an extra step. So the next page is the actual application. So we get their name and email address up front. So if they don't finish the application, we can still follow up with them and say, hey, listen, notice you didn't finish filling out the application. You can go here to fill it out, right? Here is just another video talking about why you believe the business is so great, probably why they should be enrolling on the benefits and the support and the training, like all the good things that they're going to get from working with you. Okay, and then saying they can skip the line and call. So they're saying like they're going to go onto a waiting list and put a really awesome testimonial in here. But they're going to say we're going to stick you on a waiting list and we're going to get back to you. So we get lots of applications. But if you want to jump the line, pick up the phone and call us. And what that does is tells you, right? That tells you that if somebody's picking up the phone to talk to you, they're serious, they're keen, they're hot. You want them, right? And Siri thinks I just talked to her. I said serious, not Siri. Anyway, okay. So we do that. This is like a 3-page application, and they submit that. They're then taken to the next page, which is the skip the line page. So here now, because up until now they don't even know what MLM company you're in. So here you actually say, I'm in XYZ MLM, and there'll be another video about you talking about the business and how great it is and whatever else, right? And then here we're talking about, we receive all these applications every month and we contact them in the order they receive. But if you want to jump on the phone and talk to us straight away, right? So once again, great to work out who's serious and who's not. And then they don't go straight to this last page. This last page you send them to after the phone call. So either, like if it's just you, you're just going to take the calls, and basically like it's a 4-question close. And we can give you the training on how to conduct that call, how to vet the people, and then if they turn out to be a really good lead, somebody that you believe is good to work with. Also, from talking with them, you can work out where you want them in your organization, whether you want them front line, where you're going to put them. You send them the link to this, which is how they actually join your your downline. So this link here will be to the application page for your particular MLM, pre-filled with your distributor number. So obviously the enrollment gets credited to you. And then once again, you reinforce the bonuses and the benefits as to why they should be joining your downline and not other people's. And then the next one could be the onboarding. So you set up your onboarding site, and that's once again another benefit, because it's going to give you that's going to give them the training it's going to give them an understanding of the MLM. It's going to teach them like how to do what we discussed tonight about your info-based stuff. So setting up those offers and the emails and that sort of stuff, and then your Facebook community and that sort of stuff. And that's like that's the auto recruiting funnel. I'm just going to jump in really quickly because I know time is winding on. So but I did promise to do this. So I've got all this other stuff in my way. So I'm just going to jump into the back end of ClickFunnels just very quickly. And I just want to show you how easy it is to actually change things out here. Basically, there's 3 levels. The green level is what we call the section level, and the section is like is like your master container. And sections can either go right across the page, or I'm not going to go into much detail, but your section contains everything underneath it. Then we have rows, and now we can set up rows to be just, once again, go right across the page, or we can set them up to be split, 2 sections, 3 section, 4 section, whatever. And then we've got our components are the orange, right? So basically sections green, rows are blue, and the individual components. Now I can take this component and I can drag it up here, I can drag it down here, I can just double click, and I can just type straight in here. All right, this is how, it doesn't get much easier. So you can change up whatever. You can come down here. You can like if you don't have 5 bonuses, you can actually just delete that entire row. Okay, gone. Right. We can actually even move entire section, because this is a row. So everything inside this row, so all these things inside this row, we can just hit the up button, and now we just move the row up, and you see the bonus 4, bonus 5, right? Move the row down. So basically, we can drag over here because I've got other stuff on my screen. So if I want to add a component, an element, add element, this will pop out. So here you've got headlines and subtext, paragraphs, bullet lists, images, videos. It's very easy, right? Very easy. Buttons. Once again, if we want to put a countdown timer on, say we want to hurry them up, right? So we want to put some urgency on the deal. So we can scroll up here, right? And we can actually say, so I can come down to a countdown timer. And I think I just make it a minute timer just to make things. I can just drag and drop that where I want it. Bad color, so we can come in here now. So I'm going to change it to this style, and I'm going to change the text to white. Okay, and I'm going to say that I'm going to give them 30 minutes, right? And so now I put a 30-minute timer on that page, right? As quick as that. I go save, preview, and there you go. Got our 30-minute timer counting down, right? So look, as I said, I wouldn't be advising you to jump out. If you're tech savvy, not a problem. But I said I have come across today something that is actually even built more for network marketers. The same. So basically, we can actually build these templates for you, build these funnels for you, and use like tag placeholders. And then we can actually share that funnel with you. They can go into your account and then the tags are just swapped out with your information, so you don't even have to edit anything. And that even your email follow-up, so everything can be built for you. So if you're not tech savvy, you don't have to try to work all this out and lose your mind. And the really exciting thing about it is it's also a fraction of the cost of ClickFunnels, right? I mean, a fraction of the cost. I've been looking at this particular system for a while. I've been tied in with ClickFunnels for too long, paying them too much money. It was because of the summits that I ran and the additional functionality that I needed that this other platform didn't have until recently. So this platform, I've got one more question to ask them, and if they say yes to that, then I'm actually closing down my ClickFunnels account, and I'm moving everything over to this new one. But in the meantime, I will be getting this new system and building out these funnels. They're going to be exactly the same funnels that they're on ClickFunnels, but they're going to be easier to set up, easier to change, easier to edit or not even edit at all, and that sort of stuff. Okay, guys. So that is basically that is basically how you do it. Subscribe. Woo. Hit that bell. Okay, guys. So, any questions? Let's give it a couple of minutes. You see, it's a really exciting time, and there's a right way and a wrong way to do this on the internet. If you do it the right way, you are going to absolutely crush it, right? This is what the people are doing who are crushing it, okay? It's leading in with value. Always lead with value first. Solve a problem, give an answer to, go and find out what the most pressing question is that people who could use your product are asking. And there are ways to do that. I'm not this training's gone long enough. I could show you actually how to do the research to find out what people are actually searching for. So go out, find what people are searching for, find how that relates to your product, answer that question. That's how you're going to get information that people are going to consume. Don't produce information that you believe people need, because people don't know what they need. People know what they want. A lot of people don't even know they've got a problem. People don't even know that they need it. If they don't know they need it, they're not going to consume it, right? You've got to give people what they want. So the best way to give people what they want is to find out what they're actually searching for, and then address that issue. And people will give you their name and email address because you are actually giving them a solution to something they're searching for, right? And the way we go through. And even though it's not rocket science, I'm still going to do this again because I like my rocket. Okay, guys, thank you for attending. I don't want to go much longer. I think an hour and 10 is quite long enough. I hope you got good value from it. Please remember, if you take nothing else away from this, remember that for every solution that you present, you are also creating a problem. Doesn't matter, but with anything in life, with anything in life, when you provide a solution, you create a problem or another challenge. And by seeing that, and by thinking ahead, and by then saying, okay, well, I'm going to provide a solution to that problem. I'm going to provide a solution to that problem, right? And that's the way you're going to build the offer that's actually useful for people who are going to consume. Because the first thing they're going to go is that, oh, okay, so I'm going to do this online thing, but okay, so he's given me the page, but I don't know how to get people to the page. Well, if you know that's going to be a problem, then part of your offer is solving that problem. So saying, and not only am I giving you this, but I'm also going to give you this, which helps you get traffic to the page, right? And say, well, and then I don't know what to put in my emails. Not a problem. I'm going to give you this, and I'm actually going to give you the whole swipe file, the whole copy, all the text that goes in the emails as well. Oh, see? And they think you're reading their mind, and all you're doing is that you are just preempting the next problem that you're creating with the solution that you're giving. Okay, guys, that's it for now. Any questions whatsoever, please do not hesitate in contacting me. You can email me at admin@timcooper.com.au. That's admin@timcooper.com.au. If you want to look at those funnels and that sort of stuff, you can go to mlmentrepreneurs.com/funnel, and that will have the free download for the funnel. And I'll be announcing in the next few days the new system that I'll be introducing to help you guys get up and running on the internet affordably, hassle-free, everything under one roof, newbie friendly, right? Very, very newbie friendly. Very, very exciting. I'm very excited to be able to bring this new system. So basically, it's the same system. It's the same system that these top guys are doing, but we're just taking it off ClickFunnels, which can be expensive and can be overwhelming and be hard to drive, and putting it onto the simpler system. But the actual templates and the way things work are going to be identical. Okay, so you're not missing out on anything. We're just making it easier. So we're taking the headaches away. We're still giving you the sugar. We're giving you the sugar without the headache. Okay, guys, thanks again. And any questions at all, please don't hesitate to contact me. And once again, make sure you don't miss out. Subscribe and hit the little bell. Maybe hit the like. Okay, give me some love. Okay, this will be available on replay, so please feel free to share this link, because once this live is over, it will just go on to an evergreen replay until I redo this. I might redo this next week. Who knows? I might have better things to share. Did you like it? Let me know. Put stuff in the comments below if you know what you got out of it. What was your biggest takeaway? Put that in the comments below. What my biggest takeaway? The best thing I learned. That Tim rambles and just doesn't shut up. Yeah, I know. That's where I'm going. Okay, we're done. Talk soon.